It hits home. You never want to see anything like this, a tragic event, take place here.
Right now on News 10 Sunrise, the latest in the investigation as an Irmo neighborhood struggles to understand what went wrong inside a family's home.
And a kidnapped baby girl is found safe, but the search has intensified for the 7 men suspected of kidnapping her. What deputies say was the motive.
And time for the second round of awards. Will your favorites be nominated for the 86th Academy Awards? We're going to take a look at the top contenders. That and more this Thursday, January 16th, 2014, as News 10 Sunrise starts right now.
Investigating the stories that matter to you. Live from Columbia in high definition. This is WIS News 10.
Good morning to you, and thank you for waking up with us here on Sunrise. I'm Mary King.
And I'm Lynn Keys. Good morning to you. Glad to have you with us. 5 o'clock on the dot on a Thursday morning. Ben Tanner is up first with a check of your forecast. How are we looking today, sir?
Good, good. Had a few sprinkles overnight, a little bit of snow up toward the Charlotte area, and mostly sunny skies for your Thursday. Tim?
Good morning, Ben.
Good morning.
5:02 is our time. I'm going to look at traffic as we get our Thursday morning rolling here. And so far, well, DOT cameras are up at work and taking a look at the phone. Let's get you updated on the latest news. We'll send it back to Mary and Lynn.
All right, Tim. Well, today we are expecting to learn more about the family found dead inside their Irmo home.
Richland County deputies say the 4 were shot. Our Katie McKee is in the newsroom with the latest this morning. Katie.
Yeah, Lynn and Mary, later today, the coroner plans to release those names of the 2 adults and their 2 children who were found shot to death in their Irmo home. As the investigation continues into what deputies are calling an apparent murder-suicide, deputies say the 4 people were found shot to death on Wednesday morning in an upstairs bedroom of the home by the mother of the adult man. Neighbors in the Riverwalk subdivision tell us the family was quiet and seemed happy.
It was shocking. It was real shocking for it to happen that close to home.
It hits home. You never want to see anything like this, a tragic event, take place here.
Investigators reportedly found a handgun near the male victim, but at this point, they say it's unclear who fired the gun. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Katie. Bond has been set for a Spartanburg man who deputies say tried to kill his mother with a sword. Mark Winkler's wife told officers he became violent after taking more than a dozen prescription pills. Investigators say he put a bayonet to his 77-year-old mother's throat and pierced her stomach with a sword. He's charged with attempted murder. Winkler was previously arrested after deputies found his 7 children living in a roach-infested home with no heat. Funeral arrangements have yet to be made for Columbia resident and wrestling legend Mae Young. Described as the queen of the canvas, Young began her career with WWE in 1939 and went on to perform for 8 decades. She was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2007. Her goal was to compete in a wrestling match on her 100th birthday. She died here in Columbia on Tuesday at the age of 90. And a Richland County captain will be remembered tomorrow at a memorial service in Irmo. The service and visitation for Joseph Polisi will be held at Union United Methodist Church on Woodrow Street. It will start at 4 p.m. on Friday. Polisi died Tuesday after losing his battle with cancer. He was 53. He leaves behind a wife and 2 children.
An illegal shopping spree. Richland County deputies need your help finding 4 people who they say made off with more than $8,000 worth of clothing from Macy's. These people were caught on camera at the Macy's at Columbia Mall. Those crimes happened last month during the holiday season. If you recognize any of them, you can call Crime Stoppers. That number is 1-888-CRIME-SC. That's also the number to call if you know anything about the people responsible for kidnapping a baby in Orangeburg. That baby was found safe, and deputies say ransom may have been the motive. Investigators say on Tuesday afternoon, 7 men with guns forced their way into the home on Catamount Road. The men assaulted the 2 victims and then took off with the 4-month-old girl. She is okay and is back with her family. If you have any information, once again, that number to call is 1-888-CRIME-SC. Well, this morning we are hearing from the bus driver who found a 3-year-old girl barefoot in the cold running down a Lexington County road. Marie Harsey spotted the toddler Tuesday morning near the Maple Road subdivision. She held her until deputies arrived. Investigators say the parents were asleep and had no idea their daughter had wandered outside.
There was a child walking, getting ready to cross the road. There was a UPS driver in front of me, and he stopped to avoid hitting her and asked if we could put her on the bus. It was raining and cold, and she was barefoot.
Well, deputies did not make any arrests. The Department of Social Services is investigating. The Department of Social Services is in hot water after parents claim it's not following its own policies and damaging the well-being of the children in its care. Senators heard testimony from various child advocacy groups Wednesday. Parents say DSS has repeatedly violated the rights of children and families by not allowing children to be placed with grandparents or relatives. In some cases, advocates say DSS is too focused on keeping children out of foster care, so they ignore red flags like parental substance abuse.
I think that what they do is they look at numbers. They don't look at these numbers as people.
In some cases, they're taking them out too quickly, and in others, they're putting them home too quickly. Leads me to very much question the process is working at all.
According to DSS, there are more than 3,000 children in foster care situations in South Carolina. The agency says it wants to continue the conversation on how to best safeguard children and will testify in front of the Oversight Committee next Wednesday.
Award season is in full swing. The 86th Academy Award nominations will be announced this morning. Among the favorites in multiple categories are 12 Years a Slave, The Wolf of Wall Street, Nebraska, and American Hustle. Actors and actresses expected to receive nods include Bruce Dern, Leonardo DiCaprio, Meryl Streep, and Sandra Bullock. This year's Oscar ceremony will take place on Sunday, March 2nd, and will be hosted by Ellen DeGeneres.
And of course, this is around the time too where the Razzies come out as well, which are of course what's considered the worst movies and the worst actors and actresses. And for the first year, Johnny Depp is on.
Is on the list?
Yeah,
I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I'll have to go look that up.
Yeah, for what was it? The Lone Ranger.
Oh.
The Lone Ranger. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know a lot of people liked that, so that's kind of surprising.
Yeah, I think Ben Tenner liked it.
I think so.
So did his family.
Yeah.
We have to check in with him and see what his thoughts are. Well, the USC basketball team goes hunting for a conference win in Texas, and Clemson remains one of the surprise teams in the ACC.
Highlights of that coming up. Plus, there's a Clemson Tiger that's saying no to the NFL. Why he's staying in school next.
Good morning, guys. Cold start with temperatures in the 30s, even some 20s in some areas this afternoon. Even though it's sunny, highs in the upper 40s to about 50 degrees. We'll be right back.
The time on this Thursday is 5:12. It is a look at traffic time. First alert traffic, I-20 East and 77. But no issues or delays, and weather certainly is cooperating on the roadways. Ben, how about that forecast?
Forecast is great, it really is. The sky has cleared out for the most part. Had that front passes by overnight. We made the mention yesterday of maybe a flurry or two. Had those up in Charlotte, didn't quite make it across into South Carolina. 50 on Wednesday, but it's rare to have a 7-day without a percentage on there, and that's.
I'm glad.
That was just about. I was going to say it's been a long time since it's been a clear 7-day like that, and I will take it, even if it means no snow flurries.
That's right. Give up the dream.
Yeah.
Give it up.
Never give it up. Just let it go.
It's not happening.
Got to give yourself a chance.
Yeah.
You got to give yourself a chance. Her and Joe Penner were both crossing their fingers. Just didn't work out, though. Sometimes it doesn't work out, even when you give yourself a chance. All right, time for sports this morning.
The USC basketball team is learning on the fly, which means they're going through some growing pains. I'm Rick Henry, and that's your morning sports wrap.
All right, well, still to come on Sunrise. South Carolina's teen pregnancy rate has been on the decline for several years.
But will the latest reports stay true to that trend? Plus, a world record almost broken. How many pups did this California boxer just deliver?
.521, good morning. Taking a look outside, some locales such as Columbia. Owens Field has 38 degrees. Northern and central in the upper 40s.
Thank you, Ben. Today we are expecting to get the latest insight into teen birth rate stats across the state.
The South Carolina Campaign to Prevent Teen Pregnancy says the state's teen birth rate has been on a declining trend for the last several years, and it seems the latest numbers will follow suit. Last year, the campaign revealed, though, that South Carolina ranked 11th nationwide for the highest number of teen births, and that 6,000 girls under the age of 20 still become mothers every single year.
Despite the progress we've made, South Carolina still has the 11th highest teen birth rate in the entire country. I don't think any of us are ready to pack up and go home and say we've got this issue solved. Now, should we celebrate our success? Absolutely. And should we double down now and say, let's get back to work? We should do that too.
And today, Forrest Alton, the CEO of the campaign, will lead a press conference at 10 a.m. in the lobby of the State House celebrating South Carolina's progress while asking state lawmakers to recommit to investing in the issue. This year marks the 20th anniversary for the South Carolina campaign to prevent teen pregnancy. Findings from a new study reveal where a woman gives birth could make a huge difference in her hospital bill.
Researchers in California analyzed data from more than 100,000 childbirth cases covered by private medical insurance. They found women were charged anywhere from $3,200 to $37,000 for an uncomplicated delivery, depending on which hospital they visited. A C-section birth ranged between $8,000 and $71,000. Experts say an outdated pricing and payment structure and a lack of regulation for medical charges are the reasons for these discrepancies. We'll talk about perfect timing. An employee at an Anchorage, Alaska Home Depot caught a baby as it was falling out of a shopping cart.
And the amazing catch was caught on store security cameras. Take a look. You can see Chris Strickland standing near that shopping cart as the seat then overturns. Here's the replay here for you. The baby starts to fall off of the table, and then Strickland turns around, catches the baby just short of the child, hitting the store's cement floor. A Home Depot spokesperson says Strickland will receive the chain's Angel Award, which is given for exceptional acts of heroism. That is amazing.
Impressive.
Talking about being in the right place at the right time.
He needs some extra money on that paycheck.
Yeah. Well, speaking of babies, one boxer from California came pretty close to breaking the record with her litter.
Yeah, the average size litter for boxer dogs is 5 to 7 puppies. The highest is 15. And Sasha, well, she gave birth to 14 pups. Take a look. Sasha is almost 1. Her owners say they were excited for her to give birth, but 14 pups, not what they expected. Unfortunately, one puppy did not make it, and another one is sick, but they are trying to nurse it back to health. Their eyes aren't open yet, but there are 8 girls and 5 boys. The Fernandez family says that once the puppies are old enough, they plan to sell them, but will keep the last one born for themselves.
That amazes me. I just recently saw in real life, up close and personal, some puppies that were born, and there were 9 of those, and to see all of them.
Yeah, it's a lot of babies.
And yeah, those pup moms have a lot of patience with those pups. And taking a look at that, I mean, she was passed out. She was like,
just laying there.
Go ahead
y'all
and
do
eat,
y'all thing.
get your food.
I'm just going to get a nap. Right, exactly. But that's your cute video of the day, right?
Yes, cute video of the day. Good video. Time is now 5:25 on this Thursday morning. Moving right along. Got lots of headlines to get to this morning.
Yep, so thank you for starting your day with News 10 Sunrise. We have those headlines and much more for you after the break. Stay with us.